I will also throw this out, guys. I am not the world's greatest PowerPoint user. So do not judge me based off of my PowerPoint. Anyways, my name is Rob Anderson, Clean Power Wash, Salisbury, Maryland. If you know me, you know that that was what I was going to say as soon as I said Rob Anderson. We've got the YouTube channel, Facebook business page, all that stuff going now. I also have a public person profile, just facebook.com/CPWRob. It's a lot simpler. You can just like me, you can message me there, instead of sending me another friend request and I have to figure out how if I actually really do know you. It's kind of gotten a little out of control there. But so I want to talk about social media marketing. Yes.
Well, I got a really big class in here. I forgot to mention it this morning. Yeah. There is a social tonight that is free. There's going to be a 2-hour post bar with beer, wine, and soda, and some hors d'oeuvres and stuff. So everybody's invited to come to that. It is free. So I forgot to mention that. You want the door closed, Rob?
Yeah, that's fine.
Sorry?
I'm not as loud as
okay,
right over
sure
there.
It's not
So.
too loud out here. Thank you.
All right. So everybody's aware of Facebook, right? We all know that you need to be on Facebook. You need to be doing stuff there. A little bit about myself. I've been in power washing for 15 years. If you know my story, last year was my first full year full-time in the business. I had a full-time job at Verizon for 7 years. I was also running a tutoring company at one point, working in Outback, reffing soccer games, and still doing power washing on the side. It wasn't until basically the last 3 or 4 years that we really got things going, went to some events, got a lot more knowledge, spent that time growing, and now this year we finished in the 360 range. So I was doing about 25 grand a year. We basically have been doubling every year for the last couple of years. Also, if you haven't subscribed, it's youtube.com/clean power wash. We're at 6,800 subscribers right now. That literally I made that 6,750 was about a week or two ago. This is my family. We washed a house, so we got pictures. A friend of mine, it was a nice little way to trade that out. And, yeah, the wife says, I need to get this done. And I was like, oh look, here's somebody who'll do this for us. Here's our equipment right now. This thing is all bright fire engine red, and we're gonna have those will be yellow now, just to make it stand out. Obviously, with our stuff, we try to stand out a lot with our marketing, with our branding. I want us to be unmissable, and so obnoxious that they can't not see it. So the box truck we added this year. So everybody stand up real quick. So everybody in here is aware of Facebook, right? You do have a Facebook account, correct? All right, sit down if you do not have a Facebook business page. That's good, everybody still standing.
Sorry, I'm calling you Smalls. Went to get a photo, and then everybody stands up.
It works. It's the right path in there. It's so great. Yeah. All right, who ran any Facebook ads last year? If you did not run Facebook ads, sit down. Okay, everybody should be standing up next year. How many of you were successful and made $10,000 on Facebook last year? It's sad. I'm glad you're here. How many of you made over $20,000 on Facebook? You have no idea. 50? Anybody over 50? Okay. Well, don't feel bad about this, guys. It is still such a new thing. When I did this presentation at the huge convention, literally it was DJ Carroll and Jason Evers that were still standing at 100,000. We did $106,000 in revenue last year from Facebook marketing. It was basically about a third of our results overall. Pull up your Pages Manager. We're going to take just a little time out real quick, and I want you to count how many times you posted on your business page in the month of December. Zero. Okay. How many was zero? Raise your hand. How many people was it less than 5? How many people posted more than 10? 20? Okay. And you've done probably better because you posted more. I posted 47 times in the month of December. Posted 42 times already in the month of January. Yeah, 14 days, and I didn't post much yesterday other than being stuck on an airplane for forever. Because the amount of interaction you have with your customer, the number of times that you're in front of them, the more that they are going to remember you, the more that they're going to then be able to ultimately buy from you. Too many people will try and say it, and just as far as our results too, we're in a fairly rural area. Our city's about 30, 40,000 people. There's probably about 60,000 in the county, and service a total area that may have a population of about 150 to 200,000. Facebook will work. If you tell me that Facebook doesn't work in your area, you're wrong, you're just doing it wrong. There are people, everybody, I mean, we've got, what, how many billion people are on Facebook now? So here's our results for 2016. It was the first year I was doing Facebook marketing. Spent $500, $6,500, not bad. I took Dave Carroll's class, which, guys, if you want a whole lot more resources, A-Type Data or Dope Marketing, Dave Carroll's got a ton of stuff. We chat on a regular basis, and he's just, he can, if you're doing what I'm going to tell you to do today, and then you do what he's telling you to do as well, it will just magnify your results. 2017, spent $2,400, $31,000 in revenue, 526 average, which is pretty decent. Our usual average is somewhere in the 450 to 650, depending on what we're doing. And then ended last year, or ended 2017 with 777 likes. Last year, we spent $2,600 and turned that into $108,000. I don't know many other things that are going to get you an ROI like that. Facebook is hands down one of your cheapest marketing methods you're going to have out there. What it costs to touch somebody. To send a postcard for 50 cents, I can get in front of that same person 20 or 30 times. That's why you have to do that, and you have control over it. We did 159 jobs, 679 customer average, so that's gone up. And based off of our total customers, it's $16 for a customer acquisition cost, which is, I mean, guys, if you could spend 16 bucks, get a lead, and do $650 worth of work, we'd take that deal every day, right? And that doesn't include that. That's with what we booked. I use Customer Factor. I don't have all the exact numbers there for what we, total estimates, total leads from Facebook. I would say we probably closed 60 to 70% of it. And a good bit of this has been commercial too. For those that'll say, oh, you can't get commercial work through it, guess what? Every single property manager is a person. They're on Facebook in their personal times. We got a whole school campus to clean one year. It was like $4,000 or $5,000 because we were doing some other work and their contractor that was supposed to show up didn't show up. So he messages me, hey man, can you come do this? We did it over Thanksgiving break. $5,000. Like, all right, yeah, this will work. We also were able to get our page up to 1,350 in likes. So we added basically another 600 last year. This is the kind of stuff that we're doing just to have fun with it. One of the problems that I see for those people that are posting, don't overthink it. Have some fun with it. This is the moment when you turn decorative garland into boas or bling. And we've got 61 reactions out of this. I threw like 10 bucks behind that, just to give it a little bit of extra action there. And then the key here, so these people, they've already liked it. That person I invited. And when you go into it, you see all those interactions. I invited that person, that person, that person, that person, that person. All of those, I ended up adding or inviting like 40 people there. I'm not a big fan when you'll see people talk about the way to grow your business page is to do a contest or give away a house wash. Give away a house wash is fine. But these people, they saw something interesting, engaging, and now I have a legitimate reason to invite them to like my page. They've already given me a reason, not because I could give them 200 bucks. And also, it cost me $10 to get another 20 people to like the page. So creating content, because the reason why I'm harping on so many of those posts, and actually, just come here for a minute and yeah, I'm gonna prove a point here. What up? All right. So what's your name?
Larry.
Larry. Well, what's your company name?
Midwest.
Midwest? Okay. Now sit down. And what's your name?
Dustin Rivera.
Okay. What's your business?
Prestige Pressure Cleaning.
Okay. Dustin, what's your name?
Dustin Rivera.
And what's your business?
Prestige Pressure Cleaning.
Where are you at?
Oviedo, Florida.
What's your name?
Dustin Rivera.
What's your business name?
Prestige Pressure Cleaning.
What's your name?
Dustin Rivera.
What's your business name?
Prestige Pressure Cleaning.
Does anybody remember his name?
Prestige.
No, one person remember that. That's the point, guys. You just heard him continue to repeat. Now, not everybody was paying attention, and not everybody who sees your stuff on Facebook is paying attention every single time you post it. But if he says his name 42 times, you're going to remember him. You go see him at the bar later, or we're going hanging out at the social that Paul's hosting, you're going to remember him. And no offense to Larry, yeah, now you're going to remember him because he's the guy that I'm picking on right now. But that's the idea with this, is if you get more content, more posts, more pictures and videos, then your customers, or those prospects or suspects, which is what they originally are, they're suspects, you want them to become a prospect. You can, by getting more content out there, you've given people more reasons to pay attention to your page. Ultimately, in order for somebody to buy from you, they need to like you, know you, and trust you. And then they'll eventually buy. And so this is showing just a little bit of for our metrics. So this one, and I think this $35 is actually for a different post. But we spent 7, we reached 506 people, and I think that one had like 50 or 60 reactions. I throw some money behind my posts just to get more activity. Actually, I think this is the one that we spent the $7 bucks. So this picture, I'll get into this first. It was day 1, New Year's resolution, clean more stuff. So we clean this, and it just says we could decide if top or bottom or side by side was better. So enjoy both. Got a dirty house that needs to be clean, send us a message for a free quote. That's as salesy as I get. Every once in a while when we're slow in like August and September, or for gutter cleaning, I'll run ones that say, hey, take 10 bucks off this. We're not doing lots of offers. We haven't done a whole lot of retargeting there. This has reached 4,496 people. I think it's on the next slide. But again, we've got 70 interactions over there. We've been able to invite these people, and you have to do this on a day-to-day basis. Facebook will literally, in Pages Manager, it will say, hey, so-and-so liked your post. Invite them to like your page so they can see more stuff from you. Facebook's giving the hint, do this. Go there, and it'll show a couple different posts. So I'll give it a day or so, and then I'll start going in there and seeing that. I got 1 lead from this, and so far on that one, we've spent $34 out of $50. Yeah.
When you create the boosted post, do you do the option where you're trying to get more likes, or where you're trying to get messages to you?
So ultimately, I mean, as far as boosting ads, all of it is technically it's ads. A boost is just an awareness or an engagement objective ad that you can set up through Pages Manager, and that's what we did. We did a lot of Pages Manager boosting posts. That doesn't mean every post should be boosted. No. Can you do more with ads? Absolutely. Can you set up more targeting there? And should you go into your ads manager? Absolutely. You need to go ahead and create some stuff. I don't post all of my boosts and all of my ads go to people in my area. I never actually promote it to people who like my page and their friends. The reason why is because this whole side is already liking my page, and I don't need the other side of this room to see it because their friends saw it. The people who are in my area that like my page are going to see it organically, not all of them, but because we post so many pictures and stuff up there, the people who do like my page and their friends, Facebook naturally went, and that's where it's organically going to send them. So I'm telling it, I say, here's the 5 cities around me that I want to market to. Push it to this, we market, and I know you all write it down, 36 to 63 or 35 to 64. We don't do the 65 plus for our Facebook targeting for our audience. And it even just says Delmar, Delaware, Delmar, Fruitland, Ocean City. That's actually a larger market there. We're just trying to get people to know who we are, where we are.
Yeah. What I meant was, because there's an option where you can have where you're trying to get more likes or interactions, or people to send you messages.
Yes. So right here, send message. You can edit that. For our Christmas lights one, it was just, I wanted more likes. Okay. I wanted to get in front of more people, and we picked up 30 or 40 likes within 2. I kept looking at it, I forgot that I'd run it for likes. But this is a good thing to edit. I wouldn't edit all of your posts. I mean, the idea here, let me get to the next page here. So break down some of the stuff here. You guys will find out too, I think my customers are probably 50-50 men and women. But do we notice something? Actually, the gender side on this is like a 4-to-1 ratio of women are paying attention to my page. Now maybe they then say, hey hubby, you need to get this taken care of, but understand, just look at these metrics, see what age range. We're getting a lot more people there. You're seeing your different costs and making sure too that this is actually your actual service area. I will throw these all up on YouTube, so you'll get the video and I'll have a link to the slides. Or did you get your picture? Yep. So again, people buy from people they know, like, and trust. If you go to an estimate and that person doesn't like you, they don't trust you, it doesn't matter if your price was $50. They're not buying from you. The beauty of Facebook marketing and the leads that I get from it, these are people who have seen me. They already know when I come up, hi, I'm Rob Anderson, Clean Power Wash. You know, they've seen us do work. They've seen our results over and over again. They're finally ready to call me. They're finally ready to make that decision to get their house done. It's easy. I just got to write down a price. You know, they're already sold. I'm actually meeting the customer for the first time, but they've met me 100 times there. So just another visual there. All right, what questions do we have, guys? I'm doing a 3-hour, sorry, I have a 3-hour paid class that we're gonna do tomorrow. It's $2.99. Find me if you wanna sign up for that. We're gonna go through and actually create posts, go through, edit things, help you guys get stuff set up. That's kind of the drawback for these speaking ones for the 1 hour. We can talk about it in theory, but not get it practical. Yeah.
Are you, how are you capturing all this data as far as customers coming back to you? Is it
Sure.
contacting you through Facebook, or is it,
Yes.
you know, a month goes by, hey, I give you a call because I see one of your Facebook things, or are you capturing them?
So from a tracking standpoint, the way that we do it is that however you initially become my customer, that is your marketing method for life. So if you hired me in 2015 for Facebook, from Facebook, and we use you again 2 or 3 more times, it still counts in my Facebook bucket. So if somebody's commenting on a post on Facebook saying, hey, I'd like an estimate, or they send me a message, hey, can you give me a quote? Which, guys, if you get the how much do your services cost, don't get offended. They're not an idiot. That was literally, it says send message, they click on that, and it gives them like 3 pre-populated things. Well, yeah, they want to know how much your services cost. We make it really quick. Well, hey, it just all depends on what we're cleaning. You know, hey, what's your address? I'd love to get you an estimate. And I'll ask a couple questions and then get them to the point where then I can say, hey, what's a good contact number and email so I can send this over to you? We can be out on such and such day. So,
what time tomorrow and what classroom?
9 to 12, and I believe it's in this room. I'm not 100% sure on that. But if you don't see a guy wearing red, then you're sorry, so
Then the customer factor too, where you're
yeah, so customer factor. So as far as tracking, so that's Facebook ones. We have web form Facebook. So if somebody goes to our website, how did you hear about us? Well, it's not necessarily Google. So they put in Facebook. So we track that as web form Facebook. Then we also, the more complex your tracking for your marketing method is, the truer and more accurate your numbers are going to be. I used to have it as like 6 categories. Well, now like, now it shows, you know, lawn sign, Facebook, lawn sign, just a bandit sign. If I just go throw it at a random street corner, is it still going? No. Okay. You know, that's a bandit sign. But if this customer, if they found out about us through Google and we put a lawn sign out, well, I'm going to track that as lawn sign Google. If I do your house and Facebook lead, and then she calls us because she saw the sign and that, or you refer them, then that's referral Facebook. So that gives me a little bit more way to look at it. So I have to take, basically, I think I have like 6 different categories for somebody, and then we also have our YouTube and an Instagram tracker as well. You can do pixel stuff. Facebook will track a lot of it, and there is a lot more. Again, with what Dave's doing, you can get into buying a list. You can get into targeting these exact people. There's a lot of other stuff that you can do. If you get the content side of it done, the rest of it's easy. You know, it's just, again, back to the names earlier. If you're only posting once or twice a month, does your customer actually care? You're not keeping top of mind. I've posted 42 times already this month. Do you think that the people that see my page are not remembering Rob Anderson, Rob Anderson, Rob Anderson? Hey, they do great work. We like it. And then also, they may follow the page, and then their friends like, hey, I need somebody to do work. I've had people that have never used us refer jobs to us because they watch us so much on Facebook. That's the thing. We'll go. I'll just show you what we've done. By the way, guys, if you ever want to use any of my pictures, just ask me. We may be dealing with somebody else who stole literally that brick picture and is using it and running an ad on their Facebook page, and they're getting business from it. And so I called them out for it, and they've blocked me from the page. So do not use my stuff without asking me. Or just go do the work and take pictures of it. Like it's that, guys. Everybody, you know, if you've got employees, before and after photos is the easy part. They should be taking before and after photos. And if you've got a great tech about it, they'll take the before picture, take the after picture, take the best two, and they'll just send them to you. And they're like, I'll post that up a lot of times. Hey, look at what my guys just sent me, what they've done today at this house. Because it's not always me on there. Doing videos obviously is the best thing on there. Let me see if I can just really. Yeah, I've got one. We'll show you the video there. That's way too zoomed in. Okay. So this is just showing before, during, and after. So just showing our customers, you know, hey, look, this is the transition that we're doing. We all know. I mean, we're blessed to be in an industry that it's that obvious that you've done a good job. You can look at. We don't rinse our roofs. This is also something to show our customers. Hey, this is what it looks like right now. I'll go back in the early spring when that's been rained off, and I'll take that after picture to show, hey, even though we don't clean it all right then, it is going to fall off. We don't want to cause any damage to the house. So just random stuff like this. This is them de-icing the plane yesterday. Just having fun. Like this is just something. I'm not selling to people with this. I'm just creating content. I'm giving them a reason to pay attention with what we're doing on there. So I got 361 people reached, 90 engagements. We got a couple comments in this post. So we got 460 people reached, 108 engagements. Because when I look through your pages and you're saying that Facebook doesn't work, and I see, you know, you're only 2 or 3 posts, and I see 1 like, 2 likes. Go through, by the way, like all your posts. I know, and somebody's going to say, oh, you shouldn't do that, blah, blah. You know that whole thing, like, if there's food up here, you don't have that first person. Everybody's hungry, but nobody wants to be the first person to go get the donuts or the pizza. Just go ahead and take the first slice. It's like the help wanted things, where you go ahead and just take one of the pieces of paper off of it so it looks like people are interested in it.
As a new business owner, do you think, because a lot of times I've been focusing more on the Google reviews and stuff, and I've actually gotten quite a few Google reviews. I'm still on the Facebook and posting and whatnot. Yeah. But now do you think, I know this is kind of nice advice, but transition more to Facebook, because I got probably 30 or so. Both. Okay.
Both. We use Review Monster. We've been using them for a little over a year. We've picked up well over 100 reviews between Facebook and Google. You want people, like, 30-something% of our business came from Facebook. Well, 15% of it came from Google. A bunch of it came from our website. I have another slide in here. Let's see if I can find that real quick. So this is just going back to as far as how we're tracking all of this. So these are the ones that contacted directly through Facebook. These are people who You know, if you're not contacting all your friends to like you on Facebook, you need to do that. Do that once a month for people that are in your area, because again, it grows. Not that all your friends are going to be buying from you, but hey, I'd like to do work for my friends if they need work done. I'd certainly rather have them call me than call some other competitor in town. So again, that's 42 grand. Another 12 jobs came from people seeing the lawn sign at a Facebook customer's house. Referrals from people. This can be either somebody, I was referred by so-and-so, and we use them that way. Or they're tagging us on Facebook. And guys, if somebody tags your business on Facebook, like that comment, hey, thanks for tagging us, send that person a message right away. We get so many jobs because we actually went after that, and the other ones are like, because we're all lazy at the end of the day. If you've already messaged me, we're already having a dialogue with Larry, and he's like, all right, yeah, go ahead, Rob, give me a quote here. Instead of, oh, this person tagged that, so let me click that link, let me find that phone number, let me call them. Well, we're already talking. I already beat everybody else to it. And this is from, sorry, this was from back in August. Let's get out of that one.
So when you, like, if you post a post and you invite somebody to like your page, do you know what percentage of people actually follow through and like your page?
Enough. it could be 10%. That's probably 10 to 20%. But it has to be timely. If somebody likes your post 3 months ago, they don't remember why. But somebody who just liked the crazy boa bling thing, they recognize that, they're laughing at it, and then we go ahead and invite them right away. It's the same thing like punishing your child. You don't punish them for what they did last week. You did this, you're getting your punishment. This is another photo that clown stole. It's integrity pressure washing, which is great. That there lots of integrity stealing my pictures. But so on a consistent, this one we didn't put any money behind it. We got 516 people that have seen it. We got 19 people that interacted and 36 engagements. Yeah.
That's just off your page, right? You didn't do it.
I didn't do anything else with that. That is just throwing that up there. So that's it. Huh? No shares. That is literally all people that have just come to see that. And so we'll go click on that. Now, let's see. There are some pressure washers that like this. Sean, Ben. Now that's one of my customers, Paul Bridges. I'm sure Gordon. Yeah, that's got to be another pressure washer. So some of it is obviously you guys looking at this. I'll go through some more of these. This is just something random for engagement. Just something cool. It's seasonal. It's applicable. I don't try to force the engagement, which I see a lot of times. People are like, oh, I need some other content from Home and Garden to make people pay attention to us. We've got enough stuff going on there. So 608 people reacted or whatever there. Heading to this event. If you guys didn't post that you're coming to grow yourself and grow your business, you need to. Go live on your page and say, hey, I'm over here at this power washing event to learn more about it. People are like, what's a power washing? But it shows that you care. It gives them another reason to trust you. Frank's over here going to Fred, goodness. Fred's over here going to his 18th event right now. You know, man, he really invests in his company. Versus the other company that doesn't post on there, doesn't show anything. It's just, I love that. And so we've cross-posted some of this. So Delmarva Christmas Lights is our Christmas lighting side. Just having fun with it, guys. Filthy fence. What do we put on this? Wow, this fence is filthy. Not anymore. Hey, look at my before and after photos. Don't say that every day. Come up with a different creative way to talk about it. The patio, I think we said something like, usually I know what color the surface is underneath it. Even this time I was surprised. Like when you look at it, you think it's going to be like black or brown, and it was like a light tan. There's another one. And guys, these things too, send these to your customer when you're doing the job. Send them the link to this once you've posted it. So far I've had one person, and we've got 1,700 customers right now. One client asked me not to tag them. I don't usually tag them, but his house, we threw up like 20 before and after photos of it. But that's the only time we automatically take these pictures, we post them. If a customer ever says, don't put my stuff up there, don't. Just keep it moving. Don't make a big deal about it. So that's actually, Mallory is the actual customer. She commented on it. You know, we're interacting with them. Anybody who comments on these, you need to like their comments. You need to respond to them. Thank them for commenting on there. This is the fun stuff that some people are afraid to do. This is literally the next door neighbor's house. I couldn't resist. I have this big open spot. So I just soaked the rest of it and cleaned it. It cost me what? Like $2 worth of my time to get that picture just for the fun of it. This is one of our random community cleanings. This is a sign near us and a little fence. They've got a big Christmas light sign that says Jesus, and I just wanted to do something nice for them one day. We had water left and we had bleach in our line. Spray it on, clean it. We do a ton of this community cleaning, which is, again, it's a great way to get people to like you. You know, you can spend all this money doing giveaways and whatnot. Or just spend a day and go clean up the neighborhood signs at every development that you want to do work in. When you go to do that estimate, do you think they're going to go ahead and be able to give you their money? Or at least you're like, yeah, I decided to clean it. It just really bothered me how dirty it was. So here, this is the same picture of that last siding. This is another thing to use from that. How is that not going to get somebody's reaction? We've got, how are we doing on time? 2 minutes, okay. 413 people reached. We've got 6 or 8, whatever, interactions with that. Which one was that? This is just showing him finishing that job. Squeezing another house wash before the temps drop. Simple post. This is just going live. Hey guys, for those of you who are camera shy, you know what? If you've been on camera 100 times, you don't care anymore. Your first time presenting, even now, get a little bit, you know, nerves or whatever. Then you just get into it. All you're doing, and I still love this. When I saw Keith Kelfis at one of the conventions, he's like, people are afraid. You're like, we can sit here all the time like this and not feel normal or feel weird. People go like that, and you're weird. Just do it. Just take the video. You have to literally. We all know when something's filthy on a job site that's going to look fantastic when we're done. Do a video of you doing it. We explain our process to customers. Hey, look, we're spraying the side of this house again with a garden gun. Oh, Rob knows what he's doing. He's doing this really safely. We should use him. Let's see. Yeah, that's 9 minutes. Actually, let's see if this will actually play. And I don't know if we'll even have audio yet. Forget that one. This is one of the ones where we're just cleaning cleaning their signs. Let's see if I can see it better. So it's a retirement community. It's hideously dirty. It cost me 10 minutes of my time.
When you're cleaning those, do you just stop and clean it, or are you getting in contact with someone that's there to say that? I don't contact anybody for this.
I show up and clean it, and then if it's a business, I'll go ahead and create the before and after. Hey, I just noticed that your sign was really dirty. I wanted to clean it. I'm a power washer. It bothered me. It was dirty. Mm-hmm. You're like, okay, you're weird. But I'm now in there. I've given them a reason to talk to me instead of, hey, can I speak to you? Are you the head of whatever? No, I'm in the business. I've already done it's the whole reciprocity thing. You're giving in advance, and you will gain in the long run there. I had one. It was a shipping facility. She wanted a price on her loading dock. She didn't do anything about it, but it got me in there, and now I have a reason. But if you get their business card, you know, hey, I just want to send you guys a picture of how dirty this was. Send them that before and after. Most times, like for this, I wasn't going into the clubhouse. It was sunset, and I wanted to go home. There's another, yeah.
I got a question. We did something the other day for you on Facebook, and I'm actually on one of the ones we did. I'm on. They have like a Facebook neighborhood page. And I dropped it to their Facebook neighborhood page.
Yeah.
15 minutes, like 30 minutes. Like, oh, straight.
That's the ultimate goal when you clean a neighborhood sign.
If you ask if you do that, or
yeah.
You try how to do that, and like you brag.
So okay, so the idea there, huh? So the idea there, if we do a job in a neighborhood, most times when we're doing these, we've done a job on whatever street in the neighborhood. We probably got some before and afters of that, and then we're leaving the neighborhood. We've got some water and notice the neighborhood sign's dirty. I'm not that I won't, but most times we're not just going out of our way to clean signs. We'll do that. So now I've just done work for Miss Robinson. Here's the pictures. Hey, by the way, when we were out, we decided to go ahead and clean the neighborhood sign. Throw the post up, share it. Just say, hey, just let your neighbors or let your friends know about it. And it's how we've gotten into communities. We're in like 6 or 7 different HOAs, and so I can see when they're tagging us. I can also see good and negative feedback, which is fun there. We don't do much dryer vent stuff, but this is showing that we care. Danger Will Robinson, this dryer vent caught my eye while doing an estimate in Salisbury, Maryland. Do tag whatever area you're working in. That's a good idea in your post. It doesn't have to be every time. Facebook already knows where you are. It already can kind of internally do this. This much length could have easily caught fire. It still needs to be inside. Still needs the inside completely cleaned up. Unfortunately, we were able to get the risk reduced. That's not anything to do with power washing. But again, it shows that we care. It's content. It's information for them to pay attention. Yeah, and then I'll get you next.
Question for you, as far as your marketing, what do you say to the guys who just share to groups as compared to someone who just posts? Like for me, where we're at, we've got 30 different groups, and each one of those encounters millions and whatnot. So like whenever I post a post, it feels like I'm not getting enough of a range on it, but I can take 5 minutes and run through 30 groups.
Well, so the groups thing, yes, because if you're in these other groups, don't be spammy, but do try and put your content in there. Which again, that comes back to my main thing is having lots of content, and then we can do stuff with that. If you don't follow him already, Troy Hillard with Washrite, awesome guy. He's out of New Zealand. Find his page. He's only got like maybe 50 videos, but he's awesome. He's the Pat Clark of New Zealand. But he's got actually a spreadsheet of all of the HOA groups or all of the buy-sell trade groups or whatever that he's in. And so every Monday they post to 3 groups. Tuesday they post to 3 more groups. Wednesday they post to 3 more groups. And so it's not the whole, we've all seen it. Craig Harrison has posted to 8 different pages and you're like, guys, really? I try to, if I'm posting or sharing anything, I'll do maybe 2 groups. But yeah, if you can get into those, it's cool. You just want to make sure that you're not being spammy. And definitely if you're in that group, every time you do work in that neighborhood, you better throw a post up because it's relevant. You're not spamming the group. Hey, this is what we did for the folks over on Devonshire Drive. Oh, that's in our neighborhood. Okay, yeah. And make sure too with the admins, some people even send admins brownies or gifts or whatever there. Let's see if this will. This is just a dumb little video. We're unplugging a downspout. And hopefully it doesn't start playing these other random videos. We'll see. Back with the black and green. Correct. You're getting in there on your personal page.
Right here is one of the downspouts.
This is just playing around with
at the top of the downspout. And it is not draining. So we're going to take this.
I love how buffers when we try to do this stuff.
Shooter tip. Put that in there.